Okay. Let's give this another go. Let's see if I can get this to work now. Alright, let me share this link instead. Let's see if I can just get... Yeah, I'll see if... I'll just leave Discord up. For some reason, like when I was streaming the other day, for some reason it had some strange crash, and my Netgear, like Wi-Fi adapter, basically like crashed my computer, and I thought that was kind of a one-off thing. But then I'm getting perfect internet connection here on speed test, checking everything out. Looks like audio's good, desktop volume is good, my stream rate is like pretty high, but all of a sudden it would just drop into nothing, freeze the computer, say I had no internet, OBS would disconnect, and then everything would crash. I think it has to do, I don't know, it might have something to do with ExpressVPN. It's kind of trashing my thing. I had to cut it off. But anyways, the stream is back up, sort of, I guess now. I just reused the same values. I think I need to edit this to where I don't auto end, maybe. I don't know if I can do that anymore. Stream enable auto stop. Yeah, that would have probably fixed it, because then I could have probably rejoined after going dark. Yeah, that's probably fine, I think. Alright, well, we gotta finish this building. I'm still gonna work and stream anyways. It's 2:57. Might as well continue going for the hour. So it looks like we're back up and running. Got some... Yeah, it's working. Let me know in the chat if anyone is there to tell me if the audio and everything's working right. And we're gonna do some horrendous modeling techniques together, so you can see the dirty secrets. Yeah, I actually just don't even know how I want to do this. I kind of want to turn the textures off of this, just do the material so we can see what's going on. Everything is fine. Cool. Thanks, bro. I had the first stream crash out. Yeah, you have to... multi-million-dollar contract with the U.S. government. All right. Well, still having those issues. Ignore that. Unwrap. Yeah, for some reason, even with the solid connection, the OBS is wanting to pull a lot of resources and pull out of the stream. But right now what we're going to be doing is just building stuff that no one can see on this level in order to basically get better shadows on the indoors. So I think it's mesh, normal flip now. Yeah, they hid those into new places. Looks disgusting on the stream because you can see all these. I mean, they don't have to be unwrapped. Neither does this. But you can see the UV over here. It looks terrible. I should just go back to the modeling view. Yeah, that's a little better. And I mean, I guess we can do this to make it look straighter, but it doesn't matter in the slightest. All right, so that should stop light from coming in the roof. I'm not sure. I think we'll just do this a really, kind of want to, actually we need to go to mesh. There's a new merge tab, distance. Okay, yeah, I'm not doubling anything yet. Looks like I was starting to double up. Got the night detective track going, which is quite nice. I mean, this is quite hideous, but you'll understand very soon. When it becomes instantly less hideous. It's also impossible to see what, should have just done the math on this one. Yeah, I guess that'll be fine. So what we want is, the window wall is going to be the hardest. There was probably a much better way to do this. Also, I need to just highlight all that and go back to object shading for the time being. Now we want to pull these ones out. Let's go to the top view. I'm going to scoot the microphone over. You'll hear a bump because I need to be able to unplug this as well. Use these hotkeys a little bit better. Alright, so what we're going to do here, make sure everything is still going well, still connected. Alright, that still looks good. Alright, this one is going to be the side wall. Let's pull it out just a couple notches. And it doesn't really matter if we don't really need this angle, but we can just pull it down to match. I guess we can't at that level. Probably needs to go to wireframe to see this a little bit better. Yeah, that matches. I don't know why it's not snap. It's something I didn't snap the top part to the grid correctly. Alright, now we can pull these sides out. And yeah, I mean, that's far enough. And now we can pull this down and go to this side, pop back into wireframe, and we'll pull that down there. And go back here to where we can see, just to double check, because this probably is not working correctly. Let's look and see inside. See, now I just had all of this selected. I don't know what happened to it. I didn't open up a new blender or anything. Alright, that's what we want. We want all these normals on the outside. Also really not so sure how that happened. Can fix that with the quick scale on the X to 0. Flatten that out. Yep, that looks better. Save that. Still has this like off kiltered. Not that this actually matters, but we can scale Y to 0 to straighten that line back out. Oh, this is the problem. I think I deselected one on the corner. This height is exactly an all full number. Huh. Now I'm just really messing it all up. Let's just go for faces. This doesn't matter at all, but all this is to block the shadows, but that really bothers me. I don't know what I clicked to get us off. Let's go to scale 0. And yeah, alright. We're all in the same height here now. Alright, so we have walls poking out. The normals are facing out on every side. Oh no, I think I screwed this up here. Oh no. I think this is what our problem is. This got connected somehow. Just don't even need that face. We do need that face. I'm confused on what happened to our roof. I scaled up. Oh, I think I know what happened. Oh, see, we got the roof pointing down, correct? Wow, interior modeling is annoying. Or no, we have this. This one is pointing up correctly. And is this one? Yeah, this one's still pointing down. It's because that is a different model. That's what caused our issue. That's why. That's why. Huh. But you can't see this here. That's why. But it is not what we need, actually. We need to get rid of these. Got real confused on that. Don't even really need this level at all anymore. I think it's safe to get rid of all of those. Yo, 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 what's up, Gleepot? Haven't talked to you in quite a while. I hope you're doing well. Alright, just to double check, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and merge here. We did see, we were starting to overlap somewhere. Terrible. So that gets rid of one vertice. Just double check, make sure that I didn't take out anything too important. Yeah, I think it still looks good from the outside. Just warning there. Looks like the internet is starting to want to waver on me again before we finish up this wall. Let's go with the extruding the top. Did I get it all the way across? Okay, cool. So if we go to top view, no I didn't. Let's get rid of that. Go all the way here. So it'll be easier in wireframe. Let's get these. We're gonna go to top view. We're gonna extrude by a couple smidgens. Go back over here. And now we're gonna take this and this. Okay, yeah, this is what we're gonna delete. We're gonna go to the side, pull this down. Not that far. And we're gonna match that evenly. We're gonna go back to solid view. And now what we don't need, see, now this is, you know, this is kind of the crux of the issue. Now all these normals are facing the right way, but see, if you look behind this guy, here's our window. To be honest, this is so messy, but it's gonna look so good in just a few moments. All right, so what we need to do to get this window to do right, yeah, we've got everything. I needed to kind of make this thing 3D. Oh wait, that's not the right thing, that's just the walls. Yeah, it's right here. This guy. Now what we need to do on him is give him full 3D normals to cast the shadows. Like close that up. We need to close this up. Wrong. Yeah. We got some overlaying. This is the 3D windowsill overlaying with the inset window. I'm going to try to delete a lot of the duplicates in just a sec, but some of these will stay. Unity will delete some of them for me, I guess, the non-rendered ones, but these will actually be rendered. Yeah, I hate that. It bothers me so much. I didn't do that mathematically correct. But now that is 3D, so now our windowsill is going to cast light correctly through here. And we're going to be blocking off all the light with all of these. So we're getting there. We're just going to need to go ahead and smart and wrap this one more time, because that was fine, because we're just going to toss a tiling material on there. And now for this, I think maybe the smartest way is going to just be to get it close instead of right on the dot. Let me let's go to wireframe. That's not the good view. Let's go to this side. And let's pull our wall down. It's kind of hard to see. Let's see if we can go to vertice mode. That's a little easier to see. That covers it just about. We'll go back to solid view. Because we want the light to be able to hit this box, because this box is going to be casting off the color basically. Let's see. But we don't. We need this to stop the light too. So what we kind of need to do is fill that in and bring it up. To where it's cutting the windowsill off. Now, this is a little experimental. Let's go ahead and just merge everything by distance. Got rid of another vertice. Double check these normals. See, this is not correct. This guy, he's facing right, he's not. So we're gonna go to mesh, normals, flip. Is this one facing right? Yeah. I think it's starting to get me dizzy here. I think everything else is facing correctly. And I already scaled up the inside UVs. So we're going to export this as an FBX. We're going to override it. This might be a little risky, but we're going to try to leave it in place. Interior room, delete. We're on scale of 5. Actually, I don't know if I made more models or not. Let's see. We gotta go to development. It's in a bunch of layers here. Indoor room. Scale of 5. Don't need any of these selected. Alright. Wow, okay. Already we've fixed the issue. Not that issue. But now we're starting to cook with a little bit of gas. Let's go ahead. This doesn't need a rig. This doesn't have an animation. Because as you can see here, now all of a sudden this room looks ultra dark. And that's because our walls that we built on the outside, as hideous as they are, not all unwrapped, are going to be blocking off our sunlight from the afternoon sun. But this room is still getting a little bit of light from ambient light sources. Plus we have a window here where we're supposed to be coming in with the glass. But what I want to do is I want to take this light here and right there. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to be able to flash this shadow. Oh yeah, look at the volumetrics on that. Let's take a look at that. I can't believe that works so easily. Let me grab my controller. Shows you just need a little bit of setup beforehand. Awesome. So we're going to have nice light rays coming in through the window for the evening time. That's pretty cool. You can still see the level, which is kind of crazy. I'm not totally sure. I think the lighting might be wrong because I think this is still receiving lighting from the skybox, even though it's not visible. I'm not sure. I mean, it's obviously darker, like the materials are darker, but they're still receiving some ambient light from that. So, I don't know about that. But now we're in a place where we can start fixing this up. We turn the lighting off. Wow. Did that just like explode? Is that how that works now? What in the world? Huh. That used to seem a whole lot better. Not sure we wanted to do that. We're going to leave the lighting on for now. I'm testing out a couple different floorings. Not the wood material, that's for this. Wood flooring. Let's see what that looks like. Oof. I scaled up too high. We need to put the beige walls on. I kind of want to make baseboards too. Another model. Alright, so if we look here, oh yeah, it's like dying trying to auto bake. I need to turn that off. Shoot, I forgot to separate the floor out. This needs to be a different model. Are we auto generating lighting? No. Huh. Interesting. Alright, we need to fix one more thing over here. There's got to be a better way of doing this as well. Wait. Thought I separated the floor already. I wonder if it didn't work because I did that. We'll just copy this component. That'll be easier. Indoor room. Put it back in our scene environment. Paste component values. So now if we go to beige wall, yep, there we go. Alright, this is what we're looking for. Aha, it's because the floor and the roof are the same. I gotcha. Silly me. Open widget. Let me double check to make sure OBS is not dying. It's still getting decent speed, but YouTube is having trouble with it. So we need to go slide in here. The floor, let's set to separate the roof. Let's make sure that's just that. P selection. Save. Export. FBX. Overwrite. Copy components values so we can do this faster. Delete that. We're trashing the indoor room. We're rebooting indoor room. Indoor room. Scale of 5. Don't need any of these. We're going to have to change this for a second. Putting it back in the scene environment. Dropping our values. Drop them into place. And now we want to go beige walls. Put that up here for now. Honestly, this wood flooring from the table looks pretty good. Wood floor. Wood floor. Yowza. Wait a minute. That's because I'm testing these at 5. I was like, I knew I didn't scale it that much. Okay. Alright, let's see. So now I was thinking like a wood floor for their living room, a rug underneath this, and you know, our classic just white painted walls with a little bit of, you know, you can see we got a little bit of texture to them. That's looking a little bit better. The light's looking a little bit better. Let's see what that looks like when we fly in. See how that goes. Well, you can actually see in the corner, you can still see the wood, and you can see the difference between the walls. You can see our post-processing is already working nice. We have shadows in between already. This little guy he might still be connected to the floor actually, so that might be a problem. Yeah, he is. One more re-import. Separate this model. This does not need to be connected to the floor. Since we're gonna do this all by selection, he needs to go here. Join those guys. Love this song. It's kind of cool at this point. We have so much music from TreeFall Studios that I could stream like all day long and just keep, you know, running TreeFall beats in the background. Let's get the room out of here. Let's delete this. It's gonna change the size of the children. 5. Now we can kill all of these. I think this is something safe to work with for the time being, so we can go ahead and do the rest of the settings. Kill the animation, kill the rig. No material import. Drop it back into here. Paste those values once again. Now we've got a blank canvas going on. Want the beige walls and the walls. We're going to put it on the roof. Let's go to the wood floors. Do we like this one? Or that one? I can't tell. Artistically speaking, they're a little bit different enough wood colors. Like, would a real person use a table with this colored coffee table if they had this kind of floor. I don't know. Looks pretty good. All of that looks pretty good too. We lost our glass here. Oh, that's the metal. Where's my glass? Fix that. Ooh. Sun is coming in hardcore bright. But now you can see the clouds. Need to hang a picture on the wall too. Get some water. I mean, that's looking pretty good. The glass material needs some editing because it's got some artifacting here where the glass refraction is kind of bending the light a little bit the wrong way. I think that this looks about right in here now. Whoops. I need a wireless controller. I need to get the Xbox adapter. That would make this a lot easier. Yeah, it's still kind of like there's something wrong here as well, because it's still like acting like the sun is coming through. It's found to determine where the sun is in the skybox, and it's coming through the walls despite what the directional light is doing. So that's a little bit of a danger. I have to fix that later. Looking at the stream preview over here, looks pretty awesome when the little block, when the level spins around. Looks pretty high quality on the lighting side of things. I wonder if we just add some recessed lights in here. Those would probably be best as spotlights. We should zero these out. To go ahead, get this up here on the roof. I wonder if I even need to model something, or like you're not even going to really be able to see it. Real-time indirect bounce shadowing is not supported for spot and point lights. I thought that they had changed that. We'll pull the shadows in, but the intensity, I need to get a chart value with all of the lumen amounts. Let's see, the light intensity on the directional light is 10,000. Was that lumen or lux? Which one did I go with? Lux. Guess we'll just keep them the same. So that's not why it's not displaying. Real time. Turns on shadows. Does it have to be like included or something in the can I get a point light to show up? I don't think it matters what intensity I do. If I say 50,000, oh, there it goes. 5 million. Yeah. No, don't crash. Spotlight, silly. Just add like another 0 to that. Wow, look at that. It just destroys your eyeballs. 100,000. One more. So I don't know if it's like now you just can only see it because the other light is so strong, or like this is just for you to be able to see the volumetrics, because it feels like that just can't be true. Like you can't have to have that much intensity just to see this as a light source. I mean, it's set to real time. I just don't. The whole HDRP thing, it's all new to me. I guess you can see it a little bit, but that's not giving meaningful lighting to the scene. I'm just gonna put a pin in that. I'm gonna have to do some research on the real world values of lux and lumens. Bro, what are your thoughts on Unity helping the US government? I saw you send that article, but I haven't read it yet, so I can't give you my actual thoughts because I'm not sure what they're doing specifically. I know that they've been in the news a bunch for some different levels of controversy between their CEO and also some of their business practices. A lot of it's been overblown or misunderstood, misreported, but some of it's kind of like, it's not really the best. But I'm not really sure what they're doing with the government. I haven't looked into it, so I can't tell you yet. So yeah, I think we're gonna take a pause on the lights, and then we're gonna go ahead and so the room is fine. We just need to build new lighting. We can do that later. But now we need to build some stuff to go in the room. We need a couch, some tables, some things to go on this table. But I think I'm gonna go with the lamp first because that's what I was gonna do on the last stream, and then right as I was going to build the lamp, I think I even started it maybe. Let me double check. As soon as I started the lamp, the internet crashed then, and I was like, well, I'll see you on Thursday. So let's double check and see if I started the lamp. Man, it's so many models, so many folders deep. So I guess I did. We don't need the little square anymore. Is that all I did? Is this the lamp? No, hold on, let's... Is that the old one? Okay, just don't save this. I was like, there's no way. Alright, lamp. Okay, so yeah, we started the lamp. We're gonna go with that for now. I started with the little cylinder base. I mean, we're not gonna go too crazy, because, you know, if you'll watch this again, one more time, I'm loving how it's looking. It's all just background noise. The main part of the level is clicking around and, you know, moving the shapes around and all of this. So, you're over here in this corner right here to see the high quality details of the lamp. That's not exactly what's gonna make the game better, but hey, we're gonna go for it. Like, why would we leave this flat when we could bevel this, you know? Whoa. What would make that look a little bit better? I mean, we're talking about getting serious on this lamp. Adding 2 segments. Let's change the width to about right there. Yeah, and when we smooth that out, it's gonna just be amazing. Waste of polygons. And then up top, there was like, I don't know if I don't think I still have the reference image. I just double did that. Just pull this up a little bit. It was kind of like a little, kind of like one of these numbers, and then it scaled back down to about right, and then continued up, and then the light bulb would be like right about here, which I don't think we're even gonna do. Oh, gonna be sitting too long. Gotta be careful. And so, yeah, let's just go ahead and object shade smooth. Now, let's see if this still works. This worked in Blender 2.79. This is like such a dirty modeling trick. You see how we got issues shading here? This is like god awful if you're really trying to maximize your polygon count and you don't want to have too much in the scene. It doesn't really matter for this scene that we're going to be in. But let's see if they still have it. It's called I don't know if they do have it anymore. Edge split maybe? Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, so all that does is like add additional edges to where it makes this. I'll probably need to pull that one in. Yep, that looks perfect. Where you fix your shading, but at the same time you're like doubling your poly count. So if you're really actually trying to make stuff efficient for the game, then that's not the best thing to do. But we're only going to use it right there, and then we're never going to tell anyone ever that we did so. And then we're going to pull this guy up here. Done. Done. The lamp is done. That would have worked in some situations, to be quite honest. We're going to go back here, scale him a little, pull him down. This is complete eyeballing as well. I'm not using a reference image, so I'm just imagining in my head what a lamp looks like. A lamp shade. Smooth shading. Now, since we're just imagining this lamp here, is that a problem? Is the scale off? I wanted to go with the skinny lamp, you know, like the cheaper lamps with the little, you know, the little bitty stand, I guess. Now, but I love the size of this lampshade, but now it kind of looks like, if you look at it from the front, it looks like it might be a little too big. Let's look at this and not like that. Wireframe. Like, do we need to match a little bit better? Now honestly, that feels like it's fitting the right size better, but it feels like we got another problem. Now it feels like the lamp is too tall, it's like too skinny. I feel like. Now I'm not liking this. What about that? Does that look better? A little bit better of a lamp, I guess. No, we can just go ahead and texture it in just a second. Just call it relative to the room. I think everything is on a scale of 5 based on the Blender units I'm using. Let me look at the table. Yeah, it's 5. The room was 5. So to keep everything in line, we'll do 5. See how big that lamp is, if that's the correct scale. Man, I love this song. This song, if you can hear it well enough, was inspired by Colony 9 Night from Xenoblade. That's like kind of what I was thinking in my head when I wrote this song. I wanted to use this for an RPG. Never got to the point where I've made one yet. So I used it for the gem collector instead at a certain level, and then it was also reused in Maze. It was reused in Maze for the gem collector bonus level, I think. I think even at the scale 5, that looks unrealistic. This is like some letter scaling here. That lamp is like almost as tall as the ceiling, and when you fly in with the camera, the lamp just looks big. I think, to be honest, like maybe to fix this, I mean, this has got to go down like a 3 or something like that. Actually, I mean, you know, a standing lamp is kind of tall. They don't go all the way to the roof though, but they're like the height of a person. That's probably about right. Scale of 4. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I mean, now you can see it in the background. Obviously, we haven't done the other faces for the inside of the lampshade. But if we put the lamp people would put the lamp in the corner, you know, of their house, something like that. And if I can figure out how to get a light to do the appropriate amount of light and have this shadow block it off to wear a lamp. Actually, you know what's even better? I can subsurface scatter this probably. Now that this is HDRP, and have like light bleeding through the lampshade but also shooting up at the top and the bottom. But I think, I don't know if the lampshade itself is too big for a standing lamp. I can't really decide. It's probably going to depend on the couch. If you would see the lamp, it might look a little too wide. You know, the couch, let's say the couch, the frame of it would be like right here, and then it would go across the entire room and then be like right about here for like a 3-person, 3-cushion couch, and then like a little teeny side table would be like right under the window. Can you even see that lighting when you fly in with the camera, the way we're doing this animation? I guess you can. It's not going to be that glitchy. I mean, the computer runs hotter when it's running Unity and running the game in the editor window when you're play testing it like this, because it's basically running the game and the engine at the same time. And then when you throw that on top of me having YouTube up live streaming and OBS recording the live stream, my computer's kind of frying out, so it kind of bounce glitches a little bit. That little intro animation would be a lot smoother on your game build if you're playing it on your PC or PlayStation or something like that. So you can see it. This is pretty cool. I just don't know if I should do different window placement maybe. But I kind of wanted you to be able to see, like, this is kind of like an intrigue point, like left some models, some stuff on the wall, right, stuff on the windows. There's a window here. You're not just in a square room. Well, let's fix up the lamp a little. I guess not really the best way to do this. Don't think this is what you should do. Yeah, but that's separated enough, so it's like duplicated and then flipped normals, scale down by just a smidgen to where, like, if you look at it, you can't even tell that it's 3D, but you can't, like, see, like, it's so close together you would never be able to see between them to realize that they're not connected. Not gonna bother connecting them either, so just gonna mark that as a seam. We're gonna mark this as a seam. Mark this, and then luckily enough, I kept this all in the same model. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to apply this scale. Then we're going to go to the UV editing tab. Unwrap. What does a smart project look like? I think the regular unwrap is better. Probably. Probably take these, rotate by like 90. We want to be, is it here? T here? No, that's this. Constrain the image bounds. There we go. Look at that. We're not going to overlap any UVs here. We're going to get this one right. The lamp will be right and everything else will be wrong, so that'll be fine there. Alright, so that's a lampshade unwrapped for us to put a lamp texture on. Let's go ahead and do this guy. So, actually, you know what? Talk about efficiency. We don't need that face. Just go ahead and delete it. We don't need this one either. Goodbye, everyone. Look at that. Save 2 polygons. And let's go ahead. We want to hit that, hit that. Probably, what's front view? This is front. So this side, the back, where we don't want to see the seam. We'll hit that side, we'll hit that. Everything's changing on me. Mark seams. Let's apply the scale. Let's highlight all of it. Let's go with an unwrap. Oof. It looked better before with a reset, probably. See what the smart project looks like. Well, see, now he's pretty much right. Without that. But this is being laid out in like 4 pieces instead of, like, I want to unwrap this. Like, does this not work as a cylinder projection? Not cylinder. Cube. No. What is it that makes this work? I don't particularly like this, the seams here, but like, so this works technically. I think I can make a cleaner UV if I mark this as a seam. We go here, and now if we just straight unwrap it, it'll all be in a line. Yeah. I'll probably just do that. Let's see if we can do this for a double section, like that. Control L highlights all of those, unwrap. Yeah, rotate by 90, get that straight. Keep it in the 1x1, move it like that. That automatically gets this for us. Unwrap. Rotate by 90, keep it in 1x1. What do we think about this? Unwrap. To be honest, flattened, unwrap by view. Scale by 2. Done. Because that's all going to be like a single color anyways. Except for this, I might like do a little design here, I guess. But it's been unwrapped where we can drag some procedural style textures on it. We need to export this again. Override our lamp. This is gonna be we're gonna need to, it's gonna have another, no, to be honest, we're at 4. This shouldn't be a problem. Because, shoot. Because we didn't actually add a new cylinder. All we did was increase the model, so it should be in the right spot. Now we're getting both sides to be seen. We can see the lamp. About the correct scaling proportion to the room. Save the Unity scene. Let's run that and see what that looks like. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I'm starting to get a little cramped up here. I'm probably going to have to move pretty soon. We're going to cut this off at 4 anyways. That's the stream target. This development is going a little slower than I'd like. I'd kind of like to be done with Pic-A-Block very soon. Basically what I need to do is make a beautiful high fidelity graphics scene, graphics to sell this game. As I've mentioned on the stream before, all the code to actually do the puzzles is done, and all we have to do is duplicate it and drag it into every level. So creating levels is going to be really easy and a lot of fun, but I want to have a nice scene set up that I can drag into every level. I also want to tell a story with this. I kind of want to have like models and the scene and environment set up where we're actually kind of like you're inferring things about, you know, the people, you know, the family that's got these blocks that you're building here, which would be kind of cool. And a lot of this is just really practice. This is all kind of practice for the high fidelity type of graphics that we're going to be doing with the letter. I would like to basically move, like this is all practice, like alright, we're getting light shaft effects and higher quality lighting and better materials and motion blur and you know, just better overall looks and all that kind of stuff. And this is going to be like the practice project to get us into moving into some of the first person stuff. I'm going to do a maze game where it looks really good. I'm going to do the letter game where it's like even, you know, really high quality graphics, effects, very scary, all sorts of stuff, telling like a little bit of a narrative, enhancing the narrative, because I really want to get back to the point where I can actually accomplish narrative games. That's like always been the goal, and it's like been a little too hard realistically to accomplish because the games are they just need to be so big, and you have to do so much that we've not known how to do in order to get that to work. So I would like to move into the letter, and then from the letter I would like to move into a third person like human character game, something that you would see like AAA, like Sony style, you know, something like that. And we're gonna just go from one project to the next, learning a little bit each along the way as we've been with the other ones, to get back to the point where we've learned a whole lot more. So lamp's looking pretty good. I'm gonna texture it later, don't have time to do it on the stream. I'm gonna be ending up in 6 minutes or so. So we're gonna go ahead and start modeling like some other pieces to go in here instead of just chit-chatting. And I need to put some stuff on the table. I need to put the side table in. I need to do the couch. The couch is gonna take a little bit too long. I'm thinking maybe let's pull up a side table. Let's go to images, side table. And let's get something that we think looks decent with the little table that we've already built. I guess, okay, let me pull this over so you guys can see it. Of course, if you go to Bing or whatever, I mean, they're going to be trying to sell me all these ads here, trying to sell me tables. But this would be kind of cool. Something like this would also be kind of cool. So if you look, we've got this pretty high quality table here with this wood and our metal, which looks pretty cool. We got our little metal bolts. Look at that. I mean, you can see the sun. See, that's the problem here. We're reflecting the skybox through this, so I need to learn how to change that. By the next stream, I should have that figured out. Do a little bit of research tonight. Skybox is going through materials, through indoor models. But we can use the same wood style and the same black metal here for I have 2 side tables open? For this guy right here, these are like little ones you can find at Walmart. This is an Amazon ad. You can find all these at like cheap stores. Something like that could be cool. That's a Walmart one too. That would be kind of cool because we could do multiple levels instead of just having one. I thought one with the drawers might be kind of cool, doing the wood on just the drawers. Or one like that. Oh, yeah. We'll see who's selling this. Walmart. Wood top, legs, wood here, triangles holding it up so you can see inside and out. Yeah. Goodbye, lamp. Let's make that. Can I model it in 4 minutes? Is the key. We're going to start from the ground. We're going to go to wireframe, deselect all, highlight all of this, grab our puller here. Here's our bottom floor. Let me pull up the side table again. I'm going to stick it over here so I can see it on my other screen. I'm not going to pull it into Blender. So, yeah, it looks like... Okay, so the bottom one is actually just a plain square. Let me pull it up here again. It's just a plain square. And the top, they have it kind of molded off, acting like they, you know, cut the wood themselves, even though there's no way it's real wood. Let's go ahead and do something like that. Object. This looks a little thin. This guy, he's looking a little thick actually. So let's pull him up like one more unit. And then we're going to go to Object. We're going to transform, actually set origin. We'll go to Volume. We're going to duplicate that, pull him up. Alright, here's the top of the table. We're going to duplicate him. We are going to top this. Let's pull it. Should we, how far should we go? Yeah. What are you thinking with that? That looks pretty good. And two on each side, is that the numbers we're going with? You tell me. That's more of a rectangle. Can't really do that. Oh, that's silly me. Let's go to this view. And, I mean, that's a little thick. Man, Night Detective is so good. This song is great. Has anyone played Night Detective? Anyone out there, let me know. Of income, but it's just one of our first projects ever, so it's just a really cool thing to do. Alright, side table. Alright, it's directly underneath this. So we pull it up here. We're gonna go right here. It's kind of like this. Oh, what am I doing? Don't need to sing on the stream. Huh. Is that how that works? Yeah, it comes straight down. The little guy in the middle, he's a little smaller. So, we need him. I'm doing it again. Pull this in here. And pull this here. Pull this here. Pull this here. Alright, my nose is itchy. Shift D, we're going to duplicate that. Drag him over here. I kind of love where this pivot is. Super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Shift D. Look at that. Primitive modeling skills are on point. Oh, we need to save this. Let's call it side table. We are at 4:01, so this is right when we're going to be cutting off the stream. I gotta stand up. But look at that. We have a primitive side table modeled, and when we come back, this guy is going to look beautiful. It's going to look better than this because this glossy wood is kind of ugly, and our pretty cool, like kind of more rustic wood is going to look really awesome on that little guy. So yeah, that's going to be what we're going to do when the stream comes back. Going to be finishing up some of these models, finishing up this interior, doing some more effects, some stuff like that. Today is Thursday. Friday is another stream day, 2:30 once again. So be sure to catch me there tomorrow. We're going to be working on more of the game. I'm trying to put these together a little bit better. I keep having technical difficulties, which is pretty annoying. And I barely love the hair with the headphones. Also, I'm not really fancy with this stuff. There's no little pop-ups while I'm talking. There's none of this, the subs and all that stuff that everybody else has got going on. I'm going to try to work on getting everything a little bit better, but I will do a little rigmarole before I cut the stream off, just so you can figure out where to find me. If you guys want to follow, we are on YouTube, but you can follow us on Twitter at TreeFall Games. Check out our website, treefallgames.com. We're also TreeFall Games on Instagram, TreeFall Studios on Facebook. There should be a link to join our Discord. We've got a pretty cool Discord. Join that below. We have a Patreon page at TreeFall Studios in case you want to support. You can get content early, get your name in the credits of the games, help support the studio, all for $1. So $1 a month, which would help us out in these difficult times. I think that's about it for what we're going to be advertising. If you popped into this stream and you're just checking out, or you're watching it after the fact, after it's already over, and you're not subscribed to the channel, I see that a lot of the viewers that we have are actually not subscribed to the channel. Be sure to hit that subscribe button to get more game development content. I do tutorials, game development tips, how to set up your video game studio, and I also post updates like this when I'm working on my own games. So I really appreciate it for everyone who jumped into the stream and checked it out, even though we had technical difficulties in the beginning, and this will be split into 2 different videos. But I hope you enjoyed episode 3. We'll be moving along on Pic-A-Block here, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.